I should go in here and use the restroom because I'm in the bathroom. Yo, why are you stopping in the middle of the road? Oh, my word. Let me see what I really look like. Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking fall. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Ciao. Oh my goodness gracious. My whole entire makeup is all over my face. Whew. God. Did that look? Oh no. Oh my goodness. I hate when my skin is shit up like this. Feels like my whole, I don't know, I was giving Michael Jackson vibes earlier. And I have to attempt to fix my makeup. Hey. Anyway, I had to go get some more powder for my face because the powder that I had broke. But anyway, I feel like my makeup is really jacked today. But that's what happens. Usually it lasts longer, a little bit better. And today it's just been very interesting. Lots of facial expressions like, ooh, interesting. Oh, you'd be surprised how many people just open up to me naturally as if I'm supposed to be there to help them conceptualize their experience. Some people don't even need help. It's just, child. People experiences in life, yo, in life is crazy. how, and there's nothing you can really do about it, right? But stay grounded. I was just coming on here to say, hey, y'all, hey. Really just decompressing. Trying to stay out of people's way and make sure they stay out of minds. Girl, like, who is that? Like, what the fuck? Okay. Jeez, girl. What you looking at? Oh, hello? What are you looking at? Fuck. It's an older woman, black woman. I've never seen her over here before, so I'm always here. I've never seen her before, ever. Anyhow, hey y'all, hey, just decompressing before I take my butt to go work out because that is the only way that I'm going to get rid of all of these past information that I just got today. Let's see. The first one was solely around all of their diagnosis, which was okay because I feel like they were so fucking grounded. But the second person, oh my God, her energy and her lessons is so heavy. Hey, you gonna be a big brother? I know that's right. It takes a lot of responsibility and self-reflection to be someone's big brother and big sister. You know, I think that is a really good bridge of bringing like positive energy to the land and to the nature. It's hot as hell. It's like 82 degrees. 6:55 Pacific Standard Time. So yeah, the second person, lots of heavy energy from childhood. So when I go and read these stories at nighttime, like I will tonight, about our early stages of childhood development and how they carry on into our adulthood, it is so true. When I'm around people, that's what they do. They open up about their childhood. And of course, my body naturally absorbs those experiences because I can relate on so many angles and dimensions on people's experiences. I can easily slide myself in people's shoes, unfortunately, right? To gain experience. This person was really heavy, very heavy, super heavy. And I think the heaviness comes from there was an individual that was in their life since they were born, right? Who consistently was giving them negative feedback about everything in their life for like 20 years. So finally, when this individual is in their 40s, they finally cut off this person. It's not their spouse, it's someone within their family that they had to cut off, right? Because they were like this big ass cloud hanging over them. And just because it was their family, they felt like they had to move in life in agreement with this person. But once they cut off all of that negative energy that this person was projecting on them, which it is still heavy because I can still feel it, the verbal and emotional abuse is still there. Not only is it still there within the person, it skipped and jumped on different individuals as well. So she was receiving emotional and verbal abuse in her home, got away from it, ran away. We're not going to get into all those instances. The next child came along and it's the same event, the same experience, emotional and verbal abuse towards this individual. So when I say that we need to break cycles, we need to break the cycle. Some people, it is hard, you know, it is hard from experiences to cut off your foundations, you know, your so-called relatives, right, that are giving you negative feedback, because those things will stay with you. They will stay with you. They will stay with you. You got to cut those people off. Cut them off, y'all. You got to cut them off. So anyway, her energy is heavier than a motherfucker. Crazy. So I have to get rid of that. I have to get rid of that. I'm gonna go work out and I'm gonna go shower for like an hour. Ooh, and for once, it had nothing to do with sexual abuse. It had everything to do with verbal and emotional abuse, tearing down a person verbally and emotionally, tearing them down. And you're not going to be shit. You're never going to be shit. God help his soul, right? This is what the experiences from her guardians, her parents. You ain't shit. You ain't gonna never gonna be shit. You ain't gonna never gonna do shit. You ain't shit. Fuck you gonna do? You ain't shit. You ain't nothing. That energy is still there. Still there. That's fucked up. It's really fucked up. Because I see it and how it can affect a person's health and wellness. And I'm smiling because I had to go get a little bit of mine slightly because I'm about to work out, but I needed something to reground myself. That verbal abuse, that fucking shit that was bottled up for so many years, for not speaking out, for not using her voice, for not standing up for herself, for telling that individual to suck my dick, basically, because they basically ran away from home. And then it took them until they were almost 40 to tell this person to kiss my ass and suck my dick. Now all of a sudden, all of the chains have been uplifted. But if we would have the skills and the talents to use our voice a lot earlier in life, would this person have so many forms of cancer, so many forms of diseases right now? I don't know. For holding and being avoidant to their earlier experiences in life, that's really fucked up. And she's very intuitive, like superiorly. Some people are like just gifted intuitive, so she can feel my intuition and where I'm going in the ethers and all of that. So I'm just gonna send her some release. Anyway, y'all, how y'all doing out there in YouTube land? I probably had like something to eat way earlier, but I'm still gonna go work out, and then when I go home, I'll eat and decompress some more. I know this phone just kind of want to jump around. Why do I keep getting these stories? What's up with these stories? I didn't even talk about the book or nothing that I'm reading. Nothing. I'm telling you, people be reading ethers. Like the ancestors be like, okay, this is what we are leading you here, and people gonna talk to you about that. Okay, make sure you make a pen, make sure you make a note, make sure you educate people in regards to the experiences that not only you are encountering, but because I'm out here every day and I encounter so many different people, and I promise you, they always go back to talk about their early childhood. And I thought that I heard every motherfucking story. No! 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 No, ma'am. The most stories, though, is hard to get across that I have not seen, though, it's been from men. They definitely be like, they don't be talking about their experience. I haven't maybe met one, but it's always been people who identify as women or whatever, who's always talking about their childhood. So I'm wondering if, you know, how can we bridge the gap to open up so like the masculine men can talk about their experiences as well? Because oh my god, it must be released, honey. It must be released. If not, then it's just gonna generation to generation jump skip. Anyway, I know I'm random, but I literally just got finished with this consultation. It was like a couple hours, and the one that I had earlier was just for an hour. There was a lot of imbalances going on, but mentally with that individual, she was grounded mentally. The other person is still working on grounding mentally. Hence why there is So many different present diseases that are coming about in her life right now, and still very young, right? Hmm. Anyway, I hate to drop this on y'all. So I've been kind of busy today. Normally I'll do like a one card reading, but baby, I ain't had time. I ain't had time. So I just want to come by and say hello, and hopefully everyone's moment is in gracious and gratitude. Trying to figure out why this AC. I hope everybody's moment is in homeostasis and gratitude. Okay, being present in this very moment, being able to change your presence in the moments in your mind, because that's what matters, is your projection. Okay, so if you feel like your moment is well, do something about it. Go clean up, go take a walk. I'm mad because I didn't have my misery book all day today. Oh my God, I felt like a part of me was missing because I didn't have any literature just on the backdrop. Like, oh, let me read this while I got 5 minutes, so I feel a little besides myself. Like, take a walk, read a book, listen to some music, do some fucking dancing, right? Dance like a crazy, wild person. Bring yourself back to you, your uniqueness, right? Don't allow the society or external factors to predict your emotions. Your emotions are now, and they are creating your aura. Your aura can be your safety, or it can have holes within it, my dear. So keep charge of your emotions. I noticed that it takes some people in their later years to understand and ground and charge their emotions, because, oh, now I have high blood pressure. Oh, now I have cholesterol. Oh, what are the major factors to most of these illness and diseases? It's stress, and it really kicks in. Y'all think it's a game at a certain point in your life. It ain't no game. It kicks in. At a certain point in your life, maybe earlier, maybe later. We can't say that everybody who's going to fall to some form of imbalance is going to be later in life, because I know a lot of people earlier in life who have imbalances, blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol, right? All these issues are going on, leading to from stress. The number one, they're like killer. They want to say killer. The number one murderer out this motherfucker is stress. Homicides. I don't know all the criminal justice terminology. If I did, I would name them right now and associate them with stress, right? Drug addictions, forms of cancer. What do they do when you are doing chemotherapy? No stress at all when you're doing chemo. None. So they know that stress is a prediction for imbalance, for you to be unhealthy. So what do? We all stress out. Everybody stressed out. You ain't even like within society if you're not stressed out, right? Be of this world. No. What is it saying? Be of this world, but not of this world. Whatever the hell that saying is. Be in this world, but not of this world. Perceive and observe, but don't do what everybody does, because you see other people stressing out and that's how they're getting in their life. But granted, this really affecting their health and wellness. Stress is a huge factor to a lot of illnesses, to a lot of diseases. I just noticed this is a 100-year-old lady was just staring at me. I didn't even see it so just now. But stress is a huge factor, right? So I'm just kind of comparing the two people that I met with today. The first person, childhood development, it was so much more different than the second person. The second person, you know, y'all wouldn't have a clue who the hell this person is. They can be in Africa, honestly. Ran away from home when she was 12. how many times do I get to hear these people who do run away from home? First of all, when I was 12, ain't no goddamn way I was running away from home from nowhere unless it was like extreme abuse. The first person definitely had a well established upbringing with more structure. The second person didn't have any structure. They were basically on their own. So anyway, their earliest parts of their lives was completely different. But okay, I'm feeling better. I feel like the energy is getting away, is getting away, is getting away, is getting away from me, away from me, away from me. Thank you. In a way, you want to be like feeling some kind of way for these people, but you know, all you can do is give them the love and the grace. Okay, you don't even have to speak it. The last thing you want to do is absorb all of these energies, right, consistently. So either way, I absolutely love, I don't, maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm weird. Why? That's why I be reading shit about dictators and childhood development and crazy shit like Stephen King, because I'm just so interested what's going on behind the scenes and in front of the scenes of the traumatic individual. So interested in that. That's crazy, right? I'm interested in what's going on behind the scenes, who's stage acting and play for these spirits, right? Your higher source or the lower vibrational spirits, right? Because I feel like they both be operating here, but you have the choice to function high, mid, low, whatever, right? Because all of those energies are operating when an individual has been traumatized and feel like they're not grounded. I am more interested in the motherfucking dark energies that be occurring. Crazy, right? I know. I know. I know. That portal, that instant, that dark cloud, that dark shadow, right? Throughout these instances. Because I truly do know that that shadow and cloud, it will jump ship. It will jump into somebody else. It will jump into another environment. It will jump into another instance. If it's not taken care of, if it's not taken care of, that same instance will continue to jump ship. That same energy wants to be fed like it was fed throughout that traumatic event. So it's going to manipulate those in this physical. So it can continue to trigger you. That shadow figure, that shadow source, it wants its energy. And I just see it over and over again, the language, the details, and these different form of energies that be jumping shit from one person, from one environment to the motherfucking next. Y'all, energy is, it's real. Energy is real. Energy is real. You just can't see it. You have to think, what is in charge of this energetic force in the background that does not want you, the person or the individual, to operate from the highest instant? Where that energy at? Why that energy? What's up with that? You know what I'm saying? You have to figure out, why is this energy always wanting to trigger you? Because it is there to trigger you so you can operate fully from your highest self. The one thing that she did mention too is that her ultimate worst thing in life, that she just lives in constant fear. Fear is a whole beast. Fear is so many different entities, right? And just with this individual aligning with this source of fear, that's where the mental break is. That's where the mental break is, because she automatically aligned with this fear because there's no longer any control with her. Nothing's in compartments. I'm going to butcher that name. Nothing's in compartments anymore. Everything is flooding in the same room. She can't box and keep the things here, or box and keep things here. Everything is flooding in at the same time. She can't compartmentalize. Sorry, I'm laughing because I'm going to butcher most of these names. Hold on. Her reality anymore. She can no longer say, okay, I'll deal with this at this specific time. I'll deal with this later. Everything is flooding flooding in at the same time, which is causing fear. Okay, because she cannot keep things in their right places. Everything is happening at one time, right? They're like, let go. Let go. Some people on the Jesus kick are like, let go and let God. Let you be the God. Let you be the goddess. What's the worst that's going to happen if you just let go of all these fears? You're going to fall. As a matter of fact, they were having dreams about them falling and waking up screaming because they were falling. That's a whole other different subject. And it's really attached to her being in fear and living in fear and dwelling in fear. And the therapist is telling her this is what's going on because it's fear. Okay? So they're associating this language with emotions and behavior, and it's becoming her reality of being in fear and living in fear, which is really fucked up. I think it's more fucked up for the family because now they are like head of all of this mental cloud, this mental. For her, it just feels shadowy. It doesn't feel like a dark tunnel. It feels shadowy. It almost feels somewhat translucent, the energy. And the reason why it isn't completely shadowy and dark based on her childhood experiences because that she has someone there to take care of her 24/7. Yet the mental health of that person 24/7. So what am I talking about, y'all? If you have family members or anyone you have, like, especially now, this is for family. This for family, y'all. Y'all know y'all attachments. Oh, what? We family. We're family. Oh, yeah, we family. Oh, yeah, we can. Those motherfuckers are relatives. They ain't your motherfucking family. Okay? Anybody that's tearing you down and not lifting you up, okay, they are your fucking relatives. They're not your family. Excuse my language. I need to go work out. They're not your fucking family, okay? Those are the ops. Your ops are working with and for your ancestors, your higher source. So know that the ops ain't the devil. It's not the devil. It's not Satan. It is actually, I believe, from my circumstances, experiences, and other people, is that the ancestors, the higher source, are operating as the motherfucking op so you can continue to expand, right? Let go. Just because they are your family don't mean that they can, right? Let go. Those negative attachments, those forms. Oh, that's my dad. Oh, that's my mom. Oh, that's my brother, my sister, my cousin. I can't leave them behind, although they're tearing you down consistently, intentionally. Intentionally, y'all. Let me go. I'm going to come back on when I get inside the gym. The jism. The jism. The jism. The jism. Because I need to work out. Oh, my goodness. I met this person 3 times before, and it's interesting. I was thinking about that. The first time, they didn't show me that. The first time, it was all about what school they went to and how they were a professor. I did not fucking pick up that right away, what have went down and what has said today. Because, woo, the mask was severe. But see, when someone always steps out at, oh, what school I went to and what career I had, to compete in society, you automatically, that's like a red flag, right? I'm a doctor, okay, and I'm a scientist. So, and fuck, what you are? What are you internally? What's going on internally? What's going on internally? These motherfuckers out here having so much money, but deader than the motherfucker. Dead as shit. Still trying to compete and still searching for the great mother for validation. All right, y'all. I'm going to go to the gym and I'll turn y'all on in like 20 minutes. Thank you. I feel better. I think. No, really, this message is for anyone who has attachments. I know that I had for a long time. This is why she was willingly opening up to me about her attachments and why I felt the shadowy side of her that's translucent but is still there over her. Okay. And it took this individual, like it took myself and many other people, to let family members go who aren't reciprocal in their love. Okay, in their love, I mean giving and giving and giving and giving their love and not wanting anything in return. We're talking about those are the people that you want around. Okay, who are givers, who aren't expecting shit in return just because they gave it to you. You give it to the individual out of the kindness and the love, okay, of giving, not to feel like you need to receive something in return, right? And that's how I feel like it goes on with our parents and our guardians and shit. It's like, well, I brought you in this earth. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you owe me everything. I'm not talking about this from my experience. I'm just saying, like, the general collective, like, most of the parents think that you owe them something. Even if when there's so many different forms of abuse, they make it feel like you owe them something. But the true reality is that you are here. You are the examples, even for your parents, even for your grandparents. You are the example, okay, of righteousness. Why did they say righteousness? But you are the example, y'all. Don't be letting your people's out here cussing you out, calling you all kinds of names, saying you lazy, you all this or that. See y'all in a couple minutes. Bye.